first card being trust. And it's also referencing the egg moon. So it just says, it is the beginning, and I trust myself in all things. So like I said, yeah, new transition, you know, if you're making a change and you're releasing something, you're gonna have to believe in yourself that you can do that, you know, for the universe to believe it too and help you along. You know, so trust in you, trust in what you want, and if you're not sure, then you know, maybe you should take some time to figure that out, whether you're, you know, a self-reflector or not. It's only, you only get one life, right? So it's passing us by pretty quick. So it says, trust yourself, develop self-trust, and joy will follow. You can rely on your own capabilities. Begin to plan carefully for your future. So I'll just leave that with you guys. And then our self-love is, obviously, every day I bring radical self-love to my body, my mind, and my spirit. So definitely a reminder that that's what we should be doing. I know I definitely myself, I do strive. Now more than ever, it's kind of crucial that I have to take some quiet time. But I always kind of was that type of person, you know, just to recharge. And I know a lot of us get caught up and we have to be on the go, you know, it's just the way life goes sometimes, especially in these crazy times. But really, you know, if we're on the go, even if it isn't for per se anybody else, you know, even if it is just for our own growth, you know, there's going to become a time though, you know, where your body's going to inevitably make you, you know, take some self-love. And at that point, typically that's because something not so great is manifested, you know, for you in your body or whatever, and it's a breaking point. But, you know, if we try to keep, you know, on top of it and remind ourselves how amazing we are and celebrate, you know, little small feats, like I'm going to be proud of myself that I did this video, even if nobody really has watched it or comes on yet. I'm definitely, one thing I've learned from my spiritual journey is the universe definitely fucking knows a lot. Well, more than we do, because they know it. The universe knows all, obviously. But if you follow the signs and the guides, you know, you'll be led in the right direction. And so take care of you, and then you'll be aligned more with what you really want. You know, like just take care of you first, and the other stuff will slowly follow. It's kind of a lesson that I've had to really learn the hard way, and I'm still going to probably be learning forever, but doesn't mean I can't try and spread it around. So then we went to Snow Moon, which was Purity. So that one's kind of, let's see, I'm not really sure how that's fitting in here yet. Purity. I know why I do what I do. Oh, okay. Makes sense now, I guess. Look for the simplest and cleanest solution. Understand your motives for doing what you were doing. Be as clear as possible in your communication. So it goes on to talk about how the word purity seems to have a kind of loaded moral quality, which I can definitely attest to. You know, being that I say that I'm on a spiritual journey, a lot of people think it's religious, and then a lot of people hear tarot, and then they think occult. You know, it's just, we hear certain terms and we just kind of, you know, jump to what we think the loaded like quality is of that. But purity is just like the, you know, like the origin of something before it was, what's the actual, yeah, let me see here. Simple purity of intention. Yeah, just something before it's ever tainted. So something virgin, something, you know, something new, something untainted. So I guess it's just saying be really probably honest. So I guess that kind of does go. So truth, self-love, and purity. I know why I do what I do. So I guess, do you know why you do what you do? Are you being honest with yourself? Are you taking into consideration what makes you happy, and you know, what things do you deserve self-love? You know, are you taking that into account when you're doing your day-to-day? Are your actions in your daily life reflective of your truth, of what makes you happy inside? It's kind of what's going on there. And then we go into nourishment. So So nourishment says, I choose to nourish myself. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely one about, focusing on us. So yeah, and releasing what no longer aligns us with these things. Choose to nourish your mind, your body, and your spirit, and feed your values. When you are jealous or envious, it's a sign of what you're actually hungering for. Pay attention to your health. So definitely a warning of health, just maybe everyone should kind of be watchful of that. I know with Corona and stuff, people just a lot of people, put their health on the side burner, or have had to even because of the lack of health care. But definitely nourishment for the soul, the mind, it's really important and part of that self-love. So definitely, we should all be kind of on top of that. It's hard when you're crazy busy all the time, right? But gotta take time for you. And then our last one, we'll leave that with, will be darkness. And that one. The darkness needs to be there as much as does the light. So that's true. So when you're reflecting and you're going over these things, what's blocking you from your happy is kind of what you want to release, right? So when you're going through those things and you're reminded here, to be truthful for yourself, to be considerate of are your actions aligned with what you want for yourself, not for anybody else, right? Are you being true to yourself in that? Are you being authentic to yourself? Are you kidding yourself? A lot of us do that. I know I'm definitely a victim of that, of doing that to myself, just telling myself, things are fine, whatever, no big deal, until, it is a big deal. So I'm just reminded that, take good care of yourself. But when you're releasing stuff, mull over those dark parts of you. Are those things actually serving you well in some aspect of your life? Sometimes, a little bit of fear is good. Something can protect us, from really dark things at times as well. So I think it's just a reminder that it's okay to have dark parts of you, and if that stuff comes up while you're, reflecting on the things you want to release, I think it's just a reminder, don't be hard on yourself. This release period is really about just getting to the center of who you are and aligning yourself with your true self. You all know me, I don't give a fuck. I am who I am, and still in my darkest moments, that's what I'm releasing too, is insecurity and doubts in my self-worth, when most of the time I'm pretty darn confident in who I am, but we all are guilty about making each other feel that way and stuff. So I'm myself tonight. I'm releasing fear, mostly to do with self-worth, fear that I'm not good enough, fear that I'm gonna fail at what I'm gonna try and do here, fear of what all you guys think of me crazy, because I'm speaking my truth. Because I'm not gonna stop. I don't plan to stop. And so when I reflected on that, I said, what's gonna stop me? Being scared, being insecure. It's real, those are real feelings, and I'm really ready to get rid of those and align myself with something better. Only happiness. Love is really the only salvation to fear and hate, darkness. So gotta